this lecture of the linear differential equation. Today I am going to discuss the variation of parameter method to solve the linear differential equation of order 2. Variation of parameter method to solve the linear differential equation of order 2. So consider the standard differential equation of order 2, which is your y double dash plus py dash plus qy equal to r. So this is our standard second order differential equation. Now suppose that the complementary function of this differential equation is, let complementary function of this differential equation is of 1 is say it is equal to c1 into u plus c2 into v, where u and v are function of x. So if this is your complementary function, then the complete solution of this linear differential equation is, then complete solution of 1 is y equal to a into u plus v into v. This is our complete solution of this differential equation, and some author write it as particular integral, and then using the particular integral and complementary function they say that the general solution of this differential equation is sum of the complementary function and particular integral. But right now I am writing it as a complete integral, where my a is given by this integral minus r into v upon w. And here, if we do not write a constant of integration, then we will assume this one as a particular integral. Now if you are writing the constant of integration here, then we will write it as a complete solution. So note down that if you are not writing the constant of integration, then say this is your pi, and if you are writing constant of integration here, then this will be our complete solution. So this is our a, and our v will be r into u upon w into dx. Now what about w? What is w? W is known as, where w is known as Wronskian and is given by, so w is the determinant u, v and u dash, v dash. And please note that this should not be equal to 0. Please note that this Wronskian should be not equal to 0. Now if it is 0, it is 0 only when your u dash and v dash or your v is a multiple of u. So that means for independent solutions, this Wronskian should be not equal to 0. And if the solutions are dependent to each other, then this will become 0 and we will have only one solution. So if the solution, if your u and v are independent to each other, then this will be known as your Wronskian and it will be not equal to 0. So if this Wronskian is not equal to 0, then our a is this integral and b is given by this one, and your complete answer is this one. So our y will be au plus bv, and this is your complete solution of this differential equation. Now let us solve few questions related to this method. So the first question, I have already solved such type of questions in my previous lecture, in which I have solved these questions using the general method, but here I am solving them using the variation of parameter method. So question, solve y double dash plus y equal to 10x using variation of parameter method. Using the variation of parameters method. So solution, first of all let us find out its complementary function. So for CF, our right hand side will be 0. So this is equal to d square plus 1 of y equal to 0. So our complementary function will be, its roots will be, if we replace d by m, then your auxiliary equation is m square plus 1 equal to 0. So we have roots as plus minus I. So your complementary function will be c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. Let us assume cos x as u and sin x as v. So your CF will be c1 into u plus c2 into v, where my u is cos x and v is sin x. So we have the values of u and v. Therefore, our Rorschach is u dash v dash. So this is equal to cos x into sin x, cos x sin x, and the differentiation of cos x will be minus sin x, and differentiation of sin x will be cos x, and this is your 1. So we have the value of w. Therefore, your A, now complete solution of this differential equation, say 1, complete solution of 1 is y equal to a u plus vv, where our a will be minus r into v upon w into, and this is equal to minus r. R is your right hand side. Here our r is 10x. So 10x into v is sin x, divided by w, and w is Rorschach, which is equal to 1. Then we have the constant of integration as c1. Now your 10 is sin upon cos, so this will be your sin square x upon cos x, and then the integration with respect to x. Now sin square x can be written as 1 minus cos square x. So this is equal to, now 1 upon cos x will be sec x. So we have the first integral as integration of sec x. Then this will be your plus cos x. Then the constant of integration. Now the integration of sec x is log sec x plus 10x. Integration of cos x is sin x plus the sum of the constant of integration. Similarly, our b will be r into u upon w, then the integration with respect to x, and then constant of integration c2. So this is equal to r. R means your right hand side, which is your 10x. U, our u was I think cos x, and then w is 1. Now your 10x is your sin upon cos x. So this is your sin upon cos, so this will get cancelled. So integration of sin is minus cos x. So our b is minus cos x plus c2. Thus our solution is, therefore our solution is y equal to a u plus vv, and your a was minus log sec x plus 10x, then sin x plus c1 into, this is my a into u. Our u was cos x, then v into v, and the value of v is minus cos x plus c2 into v, and the value of v was sin x plus c2, plus the value of v is minus cos x plus c2 into sin x. So this is equal to, now you can see that your minus sin x into cos x is here. So this will get cancelled with this sin x into cos x. So we have c1 cos x, then from here we will have c2 sin x, and then this term minus cos x into log sec x plus 10x. So this is our solution. So this question I have already solved in my previous lecture, and it was solved using the general method. But right now I have solved this question using the variation of parameter method, and you can see that this method is quite easy as compared to the previous one. So this is our solution of this problem. Now let us solve this problem. That means when your right hand side is cosec x. So for this part, if your right hand side is cosec x, then your, again as in previous problem, our complementary function will be c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. So therefore you can write it as c1u c2v, where my u is cos x and v is sin x. So your w will be ub u dash v dash. So this is equal to cos x sin x and then minus sin x into cos x. So this will be a 1. So your w is 1. So we can find out the values of a and v. So your a is minus r v upon w dx plus constant of integration sc1. So minus r is your right hand side, which is your cosec x in this case, into v, your v is sin x, then divided by 1 into dx plus constant of integration. So this is basically x, and your v is r into u upon w, then integration with respect to x. So your r is cosec x, then your u is cos x, then we have 1, then integration with respect to x. Now cosec is sin 1 upon sin, so this will be a cos upon sin, that is cot x, and cot x means integration of log sin x plus c2, because this will be a cos upon sin. If you take sin x as t, then this will become cos x dx. So therefore our solution is y equal to a u plus vv, and this is equal to a. Your a was minus x plus c1 into u. Our u was cos x. Then v, our v is log sin x plus c2 into v, and our v was sin x. So your solution is equal to c1 cos x plus c2 sin x minus x cos x plus sin x into log sin x. So this is your answer of this problem. Then the third question, let us solve two more questions. For the third question, we have to solve this problem, y double dash minus y equal to 2 upon 1 plus 8 power x, and then we will solve the question x square y double dash minus plus xy dash minus y equal to x square e power x. So let us solve these two more questions. So solution of the third part. Here your auxiliary equation is m square minus 1 equal to 0. So we have m equal to plus minus 1. So your complementary function will be c1 e to power x plus c2 e to power minus x, and our pi will be 1 upon d square minus, okay, I am solving these questions using the variational parameter method. So let y equal to, say this is your c1 into u plus c2 into v, where my u is e to power x and v is e to power minus x. Let y equal to au plus b with v is the complete solution of the problem. Now if this is your complete solution, then our Roshkin will be u dash v dash. Now u is e to power x, v is e to power minus x, u dash will be e to power x, and this will be e to power minus x. And so you can say that this is your minus 2. Now our a will be minus r into v upon w, then integration with respect to x. So minus r. R means your right hand side, that is your 2 upon 1 plus e to power x. Then your v, your v means e to the power minus x. Then w is your minus 2. So this is equal to e to the power minus x upon 1 plus e to the power x dx plus c1. And we can write it as 1 upon e to the power x 1 plus e to the power x dx plus c1. So this is equal to 1 upon e to the power x minus 1 upon 1 plus e to the power x. We have done partial fraction here. So this is equal to integration of e to the power minus x dx. Then here we can write it as, let us take e to the power x common. Then in the numerator here we will have e to the power x common. And if you take this term in the numerator, then we will have this one. Now the integration of e to the power minus x will be minus e to the power minus x. And if you take this term as t, then this will be minus e to the power minus x dx. And this will become your minus dt. So we will have plus dt. So this is your dt upon t, which is your log t. So we will have log 1 plus e to the power minus x plus c1. So we have the value of a here. Now then our v will be r into u upon w dx plus constant of integration. And your r means right hand side. Your u means, your u was e to the power x divided by w is minus 2. And so this is equal to, now if we take 1 plus e to the power x as a constant, as a t, if we take 1 plus e to the power x as t, then this will be your e to the power x into dx, that will be your dt. So this is your dt upon t. So we have minus log t. And then the constant of integration. So your complete solution is y equal to au. So this means minus e to the power minus x plus log 1 plus e to the power minus x plus c1 into u. Our u was e to the power x. Then bv log 1 plus e to the power x plus c2 into v. Our v was e to the power minus x. So we can write it as c1 e to the power x plus c2 e to the power minus x. Now this will become your minus 1, and here then this term will be your e to the power x into log 1 plus e to the power minus x. Then this will be your minus e to the power minus x into log 1 plus e to the power x. So this is your solution of this problem. Here we can take this e to the power minus x in the denominator. So this will be 1 plus e to the power x upon e to the power x. And so log a upon b means log a minus log b. So we will get basically minus x into e to the power x. Then the solution of the fourth problem. Here you can see that this is your homogeneous linear differential equation of order 2. So for that, let us remove this homogeneous linear differential equation into the constant linear differential equation. So for that, let us find out its complementary function. So for CF, our right hand side should be 0. Now let us make it in constant coefficient. For that, we will assume x equal to e to the power z. So your z will be log x, and then your z will be log x. And now your xd will be, say, some rounded d. X square d square will be d into d minus 1, where this equation can be written as, where my y dash means your dy by dx is same as dy. In our case, our rounded d is d by dz. So from here, this equation becomes, therefore, now this is your x square d square. So this will become d into d minus 1. And this will be your x into dy. X into dy means d rounded d into y. Then this will be your minus 1. And if you take y as common, then we will have d square minus 1 of y equal to 0. So your CF will be c1 e to the power. Now this will have two roots. your auxiliary equation will be, your auxiliary equation is m square minus 1 equal to 0. So we will have m equal to plus 1 or minus 1. So your CF will be c1 e to power z plus c2 e to power minus z. And your e to power z was x. So this will be c1 into 1 by c1 into x plus c2 into 1 by x. So let us assume this one as c1 into u plus c2 into v. So therefore your u is equal to x and v is equal to 1 by x. So we have u as x and v as 1 by x. So your Rosskin will be u v u dash v dash. So we have x 1 by x, differentiation of x will be 1 and differentiation of 1 upon x will be minus 1 upon x square. So this is your minus 1 by x, that is equal to minus 2 by x. So we have the value of Rosskin. Please note that on comparing this differential equation with the standard second order differential equation, because you know that our second order differential equation is this one. This is our standard second order differential equation. Now if you compare with this equation, then we will have to divide this whole equation by x square. Now if we divide this whole equation by x square, therefore hence our r will be, divide this whole equation by x square, so our r will be e to power x. So your a is equal to minus r into v upon w, then integration with respect to x. So this is equal to minus r means e to power x, into v, our v was 1 by x, upon w, our w is minus 2 by x, then integration with respect to x, and then c1. So you can see that this is your simply 1 by 2 of e to power x, and this is your 1 by 2 e to power x plus c1. Your v will be my integration of r into u upon w, then constant of integration w, constant of integration c2. So this is your e to power x into u, u is x, w is minus 2 upon x. So this is equal to minus 1 by 2 x square e to power x, then constant of integration c2. Now if you integrate this one, then we will have minus 1 by 2 x square e to power x, then we will have the integration of x square, then we will have minus sign, and the integration of x square will be 2x, then e to power x, then we will have plus sign, and the differentiation of 2x will be 2, and integration of e to power x will be e to power x, then the constant of integration c2. So we can write it as minus half x square e to power x plus x e to power x, then minus e to power x plus c2. So we have the values of a and b here. So your general solution is, therefore your solution is y equal to au plus vv. Your a is half e to power x plus c1. I think your u was x, plus b is this one, minus half x square e to power x plus x e to power x minus e to power x plus c2 into v was 1 by x. This was the value of v. So this is equal to c1 into x plus c2 into 1 by x, then half x into e to power x. From here we will have minus half x into power x, then we will have plus e to power x, then we will have minus e to power x upon x. Now this term is cancelled, so this is equal to c1x plus c2 1 by x, then we have e to power x here, and then in the bracket we will have 1 minus 1 by x. So this is our answer.